friends and family, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie. Welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. I have some new products we're going to be using in our tutorial today, and so I wanted to show you those first, and then we'll hop right into maybe a project or two, time depending. Before I jump in, I just want to say thank you to all of you who had such nice comments. I'm so glad you could see my studio and meet me and my doggies and see our beautiful magnolia tree, and there will be more of that. I got a lot of nice feedback from you all that you liked seeing me, and so you'll see more of me as the videos go on. And so thank you again for all the lovely, wonderful compliments and comments. You all are just really wonderful people, and I just, like I've said before, I have some of the nicest subscribers that one could ever hope to have. So I really appreciate you, and thank you for all the lovely feedback. So today I have new stuff from Jessie James Beads that I wanted to show you. I think I may have shown you this strand before. I did purchase it again, or I did get it again because it's just gorgeous. This is the Rhodonite strand, and so I thought it just is so rich and luxurious. I wanted to play with that some more. We have some very gorgeous Oceana Czech glass beads in a matte finish, and they're orange with this beautiful blue. So we've got our complementary colors going on. Very stunning. They're just luscious. I just love them, and they feel, and they're not quite round, which I like, but they are very gorgeous. We're gonna have to do something with those. And then we have a very cute new mix. Let's Be Mermaids. This one's called Siren, which we'll take a look at. And then we have some Dress It Up buttons called Mermaid Mix, and this one's called Sea Witch. It's a lot of really lovely purples. We probably will not get to any projects with this today, but I'll just give you a glimpse of a few things that stuck out to me. So a lot of these are buttons, but a few of them are not. And I just love the sparkle, but here's the little shank. So we're gonna do something with those, maybe next week. These are like flat back little flowers that you can glue onto something. I love the purple color, cute shells. And then look at these. These are like bubbles from the sea. Aren't those adorable? And there's some other little bubbles too, these little guys. And then lots and lots of buttons, which you can do a wide variety of projects with buttons, so we're going to explore that a little. Here's another little shell, all sparkly. So that is the Mermaid Mix in Sea Witch. And this is the sister company to Jessie James Beads called Dress It Up Buttons. Very cute. And then our Let's Be Mermaids mix has lots of goodies. We have some adorable mermaid tails, which are a really pretty light purple, kind of iridescent. Some huge, beautiful pearls. I love that color. And then, you know, I love the pottery beads, and these have a hint of purple in them, but they also have this marine blue, which is so pretty. That might be nice for some earrings. I thought we maybe do an earring blitz today, since we have such a wide variety of things. Look at these sea star charms. Aren't those pretty? And then you also have some shell charms. Beautiful mix. Some fat drops. They almost look like berries. Love those. Let's see. Oh, some gorgeous stick pearls. Look at these stick pearls. Those are fun. Definitely in keeping with our sea theme. And these are like little spacer beads made out of seed beads, which are so fun. So we'll have to play with those. And then, you know, we've got more shell, some shell drops, charms, very detailed. I think those were in another mix. Lots of, what do you call those? These iridescent kind of mermaid beads. Bunch of those. Rondelles. It's a really pretty mix. More rondelles. And kind of a more eggplant color iridescent bead. I see more stick pearls. Oh, and these are pretty. They have a little bit of a texture on them. They're kind of fuchsia and purple. So yeah, so we've got a very pretty mix we can use. I'm gonna put them all out in here. We might play around with these also and do some mixing. And I for sure, oh, there's a button. I for sure want to do something with these. I just can't not use, they're so beautiful. Just love those. So these are some new things we're going to be playing with in our Tutorial Tuesday. So right away, let's get these off of the string. It's amazing to me the variety of Czech beads. It's just fascinating how many finishes, how many shapes. We're going to open up this Rhodonite strand also. And I keep these little beads on the ends. You can use these for spacer beads. Sometimes you need an extra bead. They're very helpful to have. So I don't throw those out. This is a really lovely strand. And I thought maybe we could take some wire and make some earrings with these. Look at that. That's gorgeous. That'll make a nice focal bead. And I think I want to make some earrings. I can't decide. I think I like the pearls actually with that. This is a really cool color though. It's kind of a gray purple. It looks very nice with this. But I'm going to save those, I think. And then look at these boho beads. Beautiful. Maybe that'll be our next one. We've got some, I love this antique looking flat bead. And I love those potato chip type spacers. And then, I don't know. I think we'll save these for maybe something else. I think I like these with the, I think we'll save the spacers for, I'm kind of going for a more antique look, I think. I think I'm going to use these. Sometimes I like to just use one side of a bead cap, and I think I'm going to do that in this instance. So what my thought was, because I really love the swirl in this bead, I wanted to mimic that. So I think I'm going to use some 18 gauge. I got to see, you always have to check and make sure your wire is going to fit through the bead. This is 18 gauge. I wasn't sure. Let me just check it really fast. Sometimes it'll go through and no, that's too thick. That's fine. So 18 gauge, not going to work for this. No problem. I also pulled out my 20 gauge. So we'll do 20 gauge wire. And I thought we would do, instead of a head pin, I would make a little swirl at the bottom to catch the bead and pick up this pattern, was my thought. So let's see, let's do about, I want to make sure I have enough wire, so I think I'm going to do 4 inches, just so I could be sure that I'm not gonna run out. Those swirls can take up, you know, some wire, so you want to make sure you have enough. And then also I'm going to make sure the end is flush. It's a little bit pointy right there. Yep, that one's pointy too. Okay, those are flush. So now I'm just gonna worm these with my hands for just a little bit, just to get them to where I can work with them. This is a Gem Hawks technique. I don't know if you ever watched Gem Hawks. I'm a huge fan of hers. She does lots of classes through Jessie James Beads, and she also has her own YouTube channel, and she is a wire working master. She makes beautiful things, and she is from England and has the most lovely accent. So if you've not ever checked her out, check her out. I think you really enjoy watching her. I know I do, and I learn a lot from her. She does teach classes whenever Jessie James Beads has their events and their like summer stuff. We just had beads and blossoms for the spring, and she taught a few classes that were amazing. Yeah, I really like her. So this little technique I'm using on the end of these are going to be a Gem Hawks technique that I learned from her. So we're going to make spirals on the end of these, and what we're going to need to make the spirals is our round nose pliers, which I forgot to pull out, which I'm grabbing right now. So round nose pliers, and you're going to start at the end here, and you're going to get as close to the end as you can and just make your little round guy like that. And now we're going to take bent nose pliers and we're going to make some swirls, and we're going to go very gently, just like quarters of a turn, to make our swirls. You can just bend your wire, take your time with it. This is where it helps to warm it. You'll get a nice little, it does take a little practice sometimes, but once you get the hang of it, the key is to not go fast. So I like that. So there's our swirl. I'm going to take I'm just going to take these, or any flat nose plier, and you're going to bend this way. And now you have like a little head pin with a swirl on it. So we're going to put our beautiful round Czech bead. That's cute. And I am going to, you can leave it spinning if you want. If you don't want it to spin, you can come back through with wire and make and wrap it around here again and keep it from spinning. I don't mind that it's spinning, but I'm going to just put a loop in here now. Do a wire wrap loop. And we will do a wrap. Yeah, if you wanted to make it longer, then you would slide that down past the back of this and wrap it this way, and that way your bead won't spin around. I think we've done that technique before, but I just wanted to mention it in case you don't want it to spin around. Okay, and let me just take care of this little end right here. So here is our bead with the pretty swirl. So now I'm going to make my connector, and I'm going to grab some more 20 gauge wire. I'm going to leave this for the other earring. And again, I think I'm going to do, I think 3 inches might work for this. Well, we'll do 4 again, just to be safe. It's always better to have more wire than not enough. Gonna make sure my ends are flush again. Let's just hand warm this for a minute. If you have one of those wire straighteners, you can use that. Since I'm making earrings and it's not going to stay straight, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. But you can certainly use one. So now I'm just going to make another, do my 90-degree bend and make my loop. Of course, we want to attach it. So we're going to open that up and add our bead. Wrap that. I think a couple of wraps will do. Let's snip this end right here. And I'm gonna make sure that's not sticking out. And so now we have our connector. So now I think what I'm going to do is a bead cap, a pearl bead, maybe one of these spacers, actually I think it's better if I just, oh, you know what? Let's play with one of these. I'm curious about that. That's such a cool idea. And I think if we put this in the center of it, it'll keep it from flipping around. That is a nice texture, I think. And also picks up the iridescence in this bead, which I like. So yeah, let's do that. So we will make our loop. I'm going to need to grab some ear wires. I did not grab any. Teacher was not prepared. Shame on me. Okay. So, you know, not terribly complicated earrings, but, you know, I've said before, they don't have to be complicated to be pretty. And I think that little swirl at the end, let me grab some ear wires. You guys know where I'm looking now because you've seen my room. And I don't know what I did with my ear wires. Well, that's just silly. Okay, so that was a fun scavenger hunt. But I found them, and I tried to get too organized with that last video. I didn't know where I squirreled them away. It was crazy. But I also had to turn my fan on because it is super hot. Super hot. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled earring. This, I really love how this turned out. So we're going to add our ear wire. Very cute. I love the swirl at the end. So we'll do one more so you can see that technique one more time. These don't take that long, as you can see. We're gonna warm our wire. Get that nice and warmed up. And especially the end, you're gonna make the little swirl on. Then we're gonna come in with our round nose. Get as close to the tip as possible. Make your little loop like that. You're gonna come in with your bent nose. We're gonna just very gently start making our round shape. And the more you do this, the better you'll get at it. Sometimes mine tend to be a little oblong. I'm actually okay with that. You know, it enhances the handmade look. But like I said, as you practice, it'll get more round. So let me see. I just want to make sure these are close to the same size. Yep. And then I'm going to pinch this piece. We're just going to push that back, just like that. There is our little, this is a nice technique if you're running out of head pins too and you have wire. You can make a triangle. You don't have to make a circle. I've seen triangles. Those are very cute. You could just do a tiny little loop with a seed bead at the end. That's another technique. So don't despair if you're out of head pins and you want to make something. As long as you've got some wire, you're good to go. So now we're going to make our wrap loop. I just love these Czech beads. I think they're beautiful. I may have to get more. As with all Czech beads, they probably come in a myriad of colors. Okay. But I do love the blue and the orange. That's one of my favorite color combinations for just about everything. And as I said, those are complementary colors. Oh, and speaking of a little color theory, while I am putting the rest of this earring together, I did want to let you know that today I got a beautiful bead board for our classes for color theory. Gorgeous bead board. It came in the mail today. So the first video for our color theory series is going to start this weekend. Those of you that are interested in picking colors for designs, what colors go with what, we're going to talk about that. And the bead board that I have came from a company in Tennessee, and I will talk more about it in the actual video. But it came today, and I was so excited. They are beautifully crafted. I will, of course, link where I got it if you want one for yourself. You'll be supporting a small business, of course. But I really wanted a board that was going to help show you color theory, but with beads. And so that's what we have coming up. So I'm very excited about that. So I just want to give you that little bit of information. I have not forgotten, for those of you who are asking for color theory. I found the perfect bead board. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited about that. So let's just finish up these earrings here. And then maybe we'll make one more pair. But I do love the blue and orange combination. It is my favorite. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, that is flush. I was gonna say, you wanna make sure these are flush, but they are. just because if they're not flush, they're sharp. And you don't want to, I mean, the wire might poke somebody anyway, but if you're using the, you know, a blunt end, it's less likely to poke somebody. All right. I really do. I think these are so cute. These little spacers out of seed beads, and you could certainly make your own. But I've just not seen that in a mix before. That's pretty cool. And I like that it adds the color and the texture and the luster from the from this bead. So that's a fun little detail. All right, let's finish these up. Hope all of you are doing well. Can't believe it's June. I mean, I don't know why I say that. I'm in Texas and it's hot. So, you know, I don't know why every summer it surprises me. It gets so hot here. Of course, August and September are our really hottest months. And the humidity, we have this thing called the heat index. And they talk about the humidity with the heat, and it's always 120, you know. It's crazy. So I pretty much stay inside in the summer. I just don't like that heat. It's not fun to be in. You just got to go out either early in the day or later at night when the sun goes down if you've got errands and things to run. You do not want to be out at 2. There's a reason why siestas are popular here. All you want to do at 2 is lay in front of the ceiling fan and rest. And drink some cold water or iced tea or something. All right. So here is a very cute quick pair of earrings with the complementary colors. Pretty pearls. I love these seed bead little spacers and our swirl ends, which add a very nice detail, I think, to the swirl beads. So very cute. Let's see what else we can do real quick. I like to do at least 2 pair of earrings. Let's see, I would like to play around with this mermaid mix. Let's see what we can do here. I absolutely love these. They're just so fun. I love how they glow. So maybe we'll grab some of those. And I like those too. Let's go, we're gonna go in a different direction. Oh, maybe these. I say that, but then, oh, I forgot about these. Oh, I want to use these for sure. I love those. Okay, a little bit different direction. Yeah, look at these antique beads with these. Aren't those cute? Very cute. And I love these. Add a little sparkle. And I love these. I think we'll mix some metals in this one. And my wheels are turning. Maybe we'll add some bicones. Yeah, that'll be nice. All right, so we're gonna do our 20 gauge wire again. We'll do 4 inches. Again, that seems to be a good length, you know, for any wraps. I need to buy more wire. I've been going through wire like crazy. Like crazy. but I just really enjoy using wire. So versatile. Let me get my ends flush. Okay. So I think first we'll do our sea stars. Make our little loop. And this is what I mean about mixing your mixes. You know, you could just use what's in this mix, but you can always add other things. And that's what I love about Jessie James Beads. You can get a variety of things from them and then mix them. Mix the mixes. Or other things from your stash. It doesn't have to be, you know, all one box or another. You can mix to your heart's content. It's your stash. You do what you want with it. But I just love the unusual components and the variety you get with Jessie James Beads. So here's our adorable sea star. And I think we'll put our boho bead next, which I love. That picks up the antique look of that star. And then we need some sparkle and some more sparkle and a bicone. Yeah, very cute. Just a little stack. Little sea star stack. I mean, all these beads are so gorgeous. You really don't have to be complicated with your design. That's the beauty of finding gorgeous beads. And once you know basic techniques, you're off to the races, as they say. And with a little color knowledge, you're really off to the races. So let's make this other one. That just took one piece of 4-inch wire, guys. And not complicated at all. If you didn't feel like going to the beach, you might feel like it now with all this cute starfish and shells. And you know, the mystery bead box, if you watch that video, had a lot of really cool beachy components. Those were fun. I'm still playing with that box. And now, if you've seen my studio tour, you know exactly where I'm sitting and how my setup is, so that's kind of fun. I love these boho beads. Nobody does boho beads like Jessie James Beads. These are just so, they've got crystals, you've got little inflections of metal in there, they've got their own bead caps. It's a beautiful navy color. Just gorgeous. Very fun. Take another loop. Then we'll attach our ear wires. I'm excited to play with those buttons too. That's going to be next week's tutorial. We'll do something with those buttons and the little components in there that you can glue onto stuff. I haven't pulled those wood beads out that we were playing with earlier in the year in a while, and those would be perfect. So those of you who haven't seen those videos, my newer viewers, you'll kind of get an idea of what we were doing last fall. We were taking wood components, kind of like the vintage that we were playing with, you know, with the paints. But we were using acrylic paints, and we did decoupage, and we used washi tape. But those components with the buttons will be perfect for that. So since we've got the antique brass going, let's use some antique brass ear wires for these. These are fun. I might have to wear these tomorrow. I have a little blue and gold striped top I can wear with them. It'd be perfect. These would be fun if you're going on a boat ride anywhere. If you're going out to dinner for some seafood. You got your little starfish. You can wear your little starfish earrings. What do I do? Put that on backwards? Yeah, you do have to pay attention to which way your ear wire's going. Easily fixed, though. You don't want your starfish to be backwards. Cute, huh? So, not bad for just a quick couple of pair of earrings. And they're very, very pretty. I love the components. And I do love the swirl on the bottom of these. And of course, you've got these seed bead textures going on too. So let me slide in here so you can get a better look at those. Fun. So fun mixes, new mixes. Rhodonite strand, they've had that a while, but the Mermaid, Let's Be Mermaids in Siren is new. And the Dress It Up Mermaid mix in Sea Witch, which we'll play with next week. And then these beautiful Czech beads are also on the Jesse James Beads website. So I'll link all of these so that you can find them and make your own. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. Fun, cute pair of earrings. Again, they don't have to be complicated to be pretty. You've got beautiful things to work with, so you're going to make something pretty no matter what. I hope this inspired you. Be looking for our first color theory class in jewelry making this weekend. And then next week we will play with these fun buttons and components. And maybe we'll mix in some more of this stuff. All right. Have a great evening. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Let's continue to pray for some world peace. I absolutely adore all of you. I thank you so much for being my subscribers. It means the world to me. And I will see you on the next video.